Hey guys, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2, actually, not Baldur's Gate today. Just checking my audio, I'm sorry if you hear any feedback. Hey guys, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2, actually. There we go. I'm trying to finish Alan Wake 2 so that I can get it off my PS5. It's not even a terabyte, it's like 8 something. It's not enough space, is what I'm saying. So I'm trying to finish up Alan Wake here. Cool, I'm gonna forget that tip. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm in the nursing home as Saga. I talked to Odin, but Tor's not here.
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry?
With no sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Is that supposed to be Cynthia Weaver? Oh my god, this game is so fucking dark. I forgot how dark this game is. I mean, yeah, there's an overlap here somewhere. Find Tor. Look for Tor in the wellness center. Yeah, that's right. I have to go to the wellness center now. I got the lady to say she would open the door.
Watch out. For puddles. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
God, it's pretty here. My streams are a little crunchy. Like, they actively stream out a little crunchy, and I'm really sorry. Hopefully...
Empty. Be ready, Saga.
Oh, the reception desk is safe. I stay near the reception desk. Patient room. Exam, rehab, dining room, and the drugs.
Hello? Tor? It's Saga Anderson.
Do I remember how to play this game? No. I just realized I don't remember what any of the buttons. That's why you saw me flipping through. I did a bunch of random stuff. So I was trying to figure out how to turn my flashlight on. The babies are hollering.
Tor was here. He's hurt pretty bad, but he tore off his bandages. Why?
Well, in part because he's just a crazy old dude, but he's unfortunately... He is a crazy old dude, but also he does know what's going on here. Man, they got more beds in this room than they got people who live here. Scary.
Tor Anderson had lightning in his veins. This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song. A gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. But the brothers were too old to stop it this time. Tor had called someone. Someone who could help. The name escaped him. Drowned beneath dark water.
Hmm. The whole bit there scribbled out. I wonder what that sequence would have been. Fucking coffee world.
Odin said Tor needs help. But from what? Is he turning into a Taken? Tor is being targeted. That's not right.
Let's do for later.
Lydia, baby, hold up.
Tor, wait! It's me! Oh, come on.
Yeah, I love that. Just exasperated. Ugh. Inventory full. I have to try to remember it over here. So I'm sure I'll need them later.
This door needs a knob.
God damn it.
A security computer.
That's when the moons are. So that's gonna be somehow important. Some of these puzzles don't make no damn sense.
Day, then month. He uses European formatting.
Hmm.
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
So this is the day after the next new moon.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
Like everything we're here doing here technically needs a warrant. So 17th was a new moon. 29th is something? Why is the 29th circled? The 17th is the next new moon then? So it'll be 17, 7, 23, probably. Is there anything else important here? Maybe it was June? June 17th was a new moon. Some of these puzzles are not exactly of my, oh wait, acceptance letter came on what day? My acceptance letter came in August. Did you just stop scratching out days? So 17th of August. Try that one. Yeah.
And the doors are open. There's Tor, and he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
I mean, he's not any more out of his mind than he already was. And getting zapped and taking a bonk to the noggin probably didn't help. Am I supposed to remember that fucking meet you at the grate inside a bright glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom? So that's fucking reception, right? I see.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy.
Of course he was.
He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the
So
shoulder.
that's interesting. There
The
is
brothers
some
donned
part of
their
them
masks.
that cares
The
about
cult of the
Saga.
tree was ready.
Yep. Already got the answers to these. Shouldn't spend time on old questions.
I just don't fucking know where these are supposed to go. That's all I got for that. Alright, what do I have in my pockets? I don't really have anything I can put. Hi, baby.
Poor thing.
I haven't been looking very hard for those. Mask. Some sort of chemical. Probably caustic. Really bright red blood. Well, that was an accident. And you don't have any flares in my pockets, huh? I have a lot of crossbow bolts. I probably could have put some of those away and picked up flares. Oh well. Is it raining? Guess it's been mostly rainy since I've been here. We're in North Washington. Pacific Northwest in general, kind of rainy. Have never been. I've never gotten the opportunity. Also, why is suddenly there is the sunset here? It's dark out every other window.
Shit! Not good. Jesus Christ.
Yeesh. Yeah, suddenly there's sunset out here. It's completely dark outside through every other window in this place.
Need to catch up with Tor.
At the cafeteria. What do they call it? The dining hall? Instead of the cafeteria. Maintenance in progress. Very pretty with a heart. Just cute. Oh. Go pick up mascot costume. Self-defense. If you've got a teacher that's teaching you that many, they don't really know any of them very well. I did taekwondo growing up. One of my best friend's dads is like a 4th degree. He's either 4th or 5th degree, and then their mom is either 3rd or 4th degree. She's one behind her husband. I always say he's a real nice man, considering how many ways he knows how to kill somebody. And overall, he is. He's kind of a cranky old dude, and he doesn't like me very much, but I'm also kind of a cranky old dude, and I don't really care that he doesn't like me very much. My friend still likes me. I just don't impose on them. There's blood on that. Why are there still snacks out? Those desserts are gonna be so stale. Yeah, Cynthia. Did he? Man, it's coming. She really did say it almost in the correct cadence, didn't she? I'm a fucking... Can you tell I like musical theater? I love Chicago. Actually, Chicago's a really good musical. It's really fun. I've never gotten to be in a performance of Chicago. Um, I would love to, though. I don't know what the fuck I would do at this point, or it maybe would be the guy who dies at the beginning. I would love to be the lawyer, but I don't think I could. I don't think me Riz is Rizzy enough to be that lawyer. He's a good antagonist, though. Well, he's not technically an antagonist. He's an antagonist, though. He's bad. He is a bad guy. So it is one of those. That's interesting too. Like Rose clearly knows what's going on, but like, what can she do about it? Like, just because she knows about it doesn't mean she can do anything. Like, she's doing her best to help these people, but hey, babe.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
She's really doing the like.
Are you fucking with me, or is this the story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why?
If she makes it known that she knows, somebody's gonna find out she knows.
Rose watched Tor go into the pond. Why is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned. Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia or herself? Or both?
Yeah. These are fair questions. Alright. Hello. I touched one of your friends.
5 remaining.
That's not my voice, right? That's a different voice. That's not this voice actor, like, using a different, I don't think I can go in here in the Mind Palace. No, I can only go in there if I'm actually there. And I'm sure I will end up back in this actual room at some point. Because I'm going to go back and find out that there was that big shootout.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my god.
That
You're the hero! You're here to save Alan!
I am doing
I feel so
me
silly
best.
for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
I love her. She's so dumb. I think she's
Saga
not.
jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him. The key to this overlap is an old Gods of Asgard record. Odin will know more.
Yeah.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox. The missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there,
Great, thanks for
Saga
spelling
felt
it out for me,
exposed,
my guy.
expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother.
I'm not gonna lie,
Her
I
grandfather's
fucking love.
apology. The
I
lamentation of an
love
old man.
all of the
His
old
heart was
Gods
broken.
music.
Sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
Yeah. Profiling. Oh, I'm just gonna profile Odin. Oh, because he's like semi-unconscious, right? Like he's not in the most fantastic of shape either.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm.
All the old Gods of
Your
Asgard
grandfather
music
made
is so
the
good.
song to apologize. To
I love
Mother
this
Freya
also.
And to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you. Even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name.
But
He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby.
or you are at least very, very young.
Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
I love her sweater though. Her sweater just looks so cozy. I wish I could wear big cozy sweaters, but like I hate anything on my forearms. So I always have to push or roll my sweater, my sleeves up. And I do a lot of I actually roll my sleeves rather than pushing them. I push my hoodie sleeves. But if I'm wearing a regular shirt with long sleeves, a lot of times I roll it instead of just shoving them up. I don't know where I built that habit from. Oh, that's a lie. Yes, I do. That's how my grandfather did it, so that's just how I always did it. If I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, I will roll the sleeves, because he also did not like anything on his... He also did not like anything on his wrists or forearms, or I can't remember. I don't think he even wore a watch. Which for a guy of his generation was weird, for him to not wear a watch.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages in funny places, like the newspaper, books. Once he even wrote to me with a cloud. If it's something really important, he tells me in a dream.
Okay. And what
Right,
does he
she
say
sounds
to you with
crazy,
these clouds?
but there are
Ways I can help him.
crazier
how I can
things that
stay
have
safe,
happened.
Good dinner recipes. Ways to kill Taken. Lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing lately too, so he must be working on a new book.
Yeah.
Exciting.
She's so... She was the... No, she cannot have been... I guess she can have been the waitress at the diner in the first game. Why can't I remember that young lady's name?
Wake tells you how to kill Taken?
Oh, sure. You're the hero, so you must know all about it. All you need is a strong light, and then your conventional methods of extreme violence. Simple stuff.
Yeah.
The tough part is hiding the bodies.
I honestly don't know how to react to this.
Just doing my part, sister.
She's a little weird, but...
What happened to Tor just now?
Cynthia took him. Ugh, I knew someone was messing with Tor's head. There's something wrong with the water here. Pipes acting up, black stuff coming out. Cynthia's probably behind that, too.
Does Cynthia have any connection to the Cult of the Tree?
Oh no, she's way too frail for that. But she used to be this town's best defense against the forces of darkness. Well, after Alan. But I guess it finally got her.
Yeah.
You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls right off their backs. They've lived very rich lives. Very resilient. But I already told everyone to wait at the designated muster point on the front porch. We run drills every few months. I'm so proud of them.
I'm impressed by how prepared you are.
We're pretty used to this kind of thing.
Yeah, so there are people in this town who know what's going on. For the most part, they just know not to... They know not to mess with it. They know not to bother it. That as long as they play along, for the most part, nothing bad will happen to them. Hello, gazebo. I love gazebos. They're cute. I want a little gazebo in my yard.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
I was going to be a bolt cutter. I know it is a bolt cutter. I know it's a bolt cutter. Well, that's kind of cool. There's a section for ones that have been used. But not everything that's been used goes away. I have the song from the musical section stuck in my head. I'm looking for the museum. She said everybody should be on the front porch at the designated muster point. But this is a very nice house. There are absolutely... Hello?
Emergency muster point!
Hi.
Hello there. Are you Pat Maine from the radio?
That's me. And you're the federal agent everyone's been talking about. Would you have time for an interview at some point?
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Love your show, though. Very informative.
Thank you. Never compromise on quality. That's my motto.
He was old 10 years ago.
Anytime. Me and my listeners.
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
A few. Artie, Gil, Cynthia. If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming. It's important to be punctual. On that topic, I'd like to point out that our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
I know, baby.
Have any of you noticed anything odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy. Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman. Well, no one tells Norman McDonald what to do.
This man is wearing a towel because otherwise he would be naked.
Mandy May.
Hi, Mandy May.
Are you alright? You're bleeding.
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh, no, Mandy May. Oh, no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger knitting this monster of a blanket.
She's not knitting the right direction for this to be a blanket, by the way. She's knitting a very long scarf. You would knit a blanket the other way usually. She would be working with she would be in the middle of a really long...
You all should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
And of course Aki
I'm happy to
hasn't
get out
shown
of
up.
that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my whole life, and I can't remember this building?
The house has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you pay for.
Thanks, Mandy May. I love them. Thanks, Mandy May. Alright.
Why are we out here again?
Auntie said we'd be safe on the porch.
Safe from what? I bet Tor is having one of his drunken fits again.
Ah, they're under the porch light. That's why it's the muster point. They're under the light. And Auntie probably can manage to, like, force one light to stay on. So it's Gale, Cynthia, and Auntie are missing. It's like... They have, like, karaoke. That's so cute. I love this place. It's such a nice little...
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Tor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Tor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Tor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
I'm coming. Is it this one? Hello? I am here. Why do I feel like there should be a cutscene? Yeah, it says there's nothing, but... Interesting. Oh, I'm here. Great uncle. That's my favorite line to use against fucking... There's a lot of real racist ass modern Norse pagans. Like a lot of them call themselves Odinists. But my favorite line to use to them is that he is the Allfather, not the Sunfather, so maybe y'all should shut the fuck up. And I appear to be the correct color to argue with them about it. Just $2. Oh, this is where I saved before? Dang. Oh, it like pours a cup of coffee. It poured me a cup of coffee. Holy shit. I never noticed that. When I quick saved, it like poured a little, it took the top off the thermos and poured coffee. It sort of just appeared. It's not like there was an animation of the coffee pouring, but... Beep? Is this one of the rooms I was not allowed to go in before? Is this the room where Ati stopped me and spooked the shit out of me? Well, it's Pet Main. At least the unmentionables. He was ironically called Fat Bob. So he was very skinny, maybe? Oh, he had cancer, so he was like... He probably was on the back end where your body just starts falling apart. Yeah, that is something that has come out a lot of modern people have just sort of made the decision to believe that, whether we have proof of it or not, I don't know if we have any proof of it or not, but what air quotes proof we had of like Norse pagan beliefs all comes from like the same couple of books. It was all oral tradition, it wasn't written down. So but they've decided that if you battled your illness and it still took you, it counts as dying in battle, and you'll go to Valhalla. Oh, not downtown Detroit. It's the latter. Man, I feel that though. That seems to be like a pretty common feeling amongst like a lot of creatives in general.
Anger's Remorse. This is the one. But it's gone. Cynthia has the record. She will tell me where to find it. Anger's Remorse is missing. Who took it?
Our shame becomes the pale horse. Oh, Tor. Bro. Tor's love for you is in that song. That's why Cynthia wants it, to ruin him. She made Tor lust after her. We fought one scratching hag years ago. Now he's fallen for another, and we might lose him for good. One less Anderson.
That isn't going to happen. Cynthia has Tor in the overlap. Anger's Remorse is the key to get there. I need to make Cynthia reveal its location. Keep trying.
Yeah, she's not a cult member. She's a little crazy, but...
Tor disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside? The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
Yes and no. Like, we're playing into the story, but because we know we're playing into the story, we're able to actually learn things. What does it say there's still profiling to do? Oh, Cynthia. Hello.
Cynthia targeted Tor specifically. Why him?
Deal with the nasty Anderson fellow.
His heart was broken. Cancelled. Leaks started appearing. It was too late. Shut her out of her own case.
The dark presence is using Cynthia to keep me from talking to Tor. Where is Angus Remorse now?
Didi is a young girl in love. A rock and roll cliche. The shadows to come alive. A gift. An on-off death wish.
She has the record. I can get it out of her. Angus Remorse. Where is it, Cynthia?
Drowned beneath dark water. Too many hands. The bathroom frightened her. Cut short. She screamed. An old folks' care home.
The Angus Remorse record is in Cynthia's room. In her bathtub.
That's kind of scary.
A bathtub. A pond. A lake. There's a theme here. Cynthia took the record, and I brought it back.
Hello, Ati.
Do you know anything about the Cult of the Tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper. Bloom was one of them. He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. But I like his shoes.
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
I think it's very funny that in Control, it is said that Ati went on vacation in Control, and this is what he has decided to do, is go be an old guy in a nursing home.
Damn lights. Key fob's no good without power.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been, has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But
Yeah.
look out. You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
The
Oh,
basement.
Ati.
Thanks.
Alright, thanks, Ati. even Saga is just like, nope, there's enough crazy shit going on right now. Ati telling me to go to the basement and check the generator is not weird. Where is the basement, though? Because, like... But clearly this staircase ends here. The wheelchair lift. Is that why that other dude is on the crutches instead of, like, he should be in a wheelchair? But the lift is broken, so he can't. Hey, can't go up and down in the wheelchair. Oh good, Ozzy's keeping a light on for them. Good job.
It sure is a beautiful night, huh, May? Nice and stormy.
Don't go getting any ideas.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
How do I get in the basement? I was hoping there would be like a. I was hoping there would be a. Like a cellar door against the outside of the house. Let's get into the basement. Okay. Oh, it's wet down here.
Shit. I need to get the power back on.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic-depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back. An on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, it took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
Bro, I bet.
Fuse is blown. Maybe there are spares nearby. Must be locked from the other side.
Emmett Elwood had had enough. All his life, he'd been surrounded by the same small-minded, impolite, ignorant people in town. Their endless gossip, their nose-picking, chewing food with their mouths open, not washing their hands after visiting the restroom, and touching things. Touching everything. The world was going to hell. He'd watched day after day how all the nice things in life in Bright Falls were spoiled and ruined forever. There would be a just and terrible reckoning. Emmett had imagined many times how he'd make them pay. He had lovingly tended his anger, made it grow hotter. It was out in the open now. Ugly and slobbering, they reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down, beat them until they no longer moved. And then he'd wash his hands with a strong antibacterial disinfectant.
All right. Why is this basement like this?
The power's off. Thomas Zane looked just like Wake. Is this why Odin keeps calling him Tom?
I believe I said it before when we met, air quotes, met Thomas Zane in the hotel. But if that's what Alan Wake looks like underneath the beard right now, don't shave. I don't think I was supposed to be able to open this.
Cynthia Weaver had always kept her lantern close. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. "Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it," Cynthia said. "This will put a smile back on your face, my dear," a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
$273. I bugged it. What did I even get from it? What have a propane tank in my pocket? That sounds dangerous. I only have 2 batteries left. God damn. I think I have batteries in storage, but... Basement so scary. I can't wait to hear this next Old Gods record. The Old Gods music is so good. Ozzy keeps stealing the fuses.
There. Power's back on. Is this something they watch on movie night? That looks just like Casey. What the hell is going on?
And Lake's just such a bad actor. Like, got nothing else to say about it. Tell you right now, I cannot dry swallow medication anymore. Yeah.
Shit. Careful, Saga.
Huh. I really thought there'd be some sort of boss fight down there. And where's Rose?
It was too late. She was underwater. The nightmare We're starting to creep in.
I feel like I'm missing some context here. I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not Cynthia's favorite. A power station. Everyone needs a hobby, I guess. A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection? Did she know about the dark presence?
Yes.
Tor's a romantic, huh?
This is like a very nice, like a really nice bed, and then they've just put the emergency pull near it, and that's actually kind of
A
neat.
dam? Was Cynthia into civil engineering?
Very.
The dark presence uses people's memories, their fears to corrupt them. Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Zane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken.
Not truly, I don't think. I'm missing one piece of information. Interesting.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
Tor is not becoming a Taken, but Cynthia is definitely corrupting him. Trying to keep him away from me?
Cynthia Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No, better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom. Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
What?
Five remaining.
Anger's Remorse by Old Gods of Asgard. I need to play it in the jukebox.
The dark water pressed itself into her.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came...
No matter how good someone else says their work is, you need to be standing on top of your contractors. That's just life. Is Zati gonna yell at me if I try to go in this room again? I have the key fob. I'll go there eventually, right? I have to go there eventually.
The song will show me the way.
Look in the mirror, the cobweb of my soul, on my face forever, seeking to be whole, driven by passion, raging like a storm, with thunder and lightning, and hubris I was born. Blood, heart, and pain, there is to take it all. Blind to your pain, your wounds, my downfall. You can't relight my fire. When a shame becomes a penalty, the stories of a red but you're the fear can break the curse. For in the twilight of my years, I am nothing but endless remorse.
The overlap is at the point. Fuck. Here we go again.
I can listen to the entirety of that at the radio in the Mind Palace. Certainly not going to turn down a few more bullets.
Mommy, what are you doing? Help me, please. This isn't real. Mom, help me. I can't.
Fuck this place. Am I going in circles?
How long will this game let me keep walking forward?
I feel like I've been here before.
Yes, Saga. I'm testing the boundaries of what the game will let me do. How many times will it let me keep making this lap?
I think I'm lost.
I'm not lost. I am deliberately waiting to see if the game will...
This doesn't feel like the right way. Did I get turned around? Am I going in circles? I feel like I've been here before. I think I'm lost. This doesn't feel like the right way. Did I get turned around?
I don't think it's
Am I
gonna
going in
do
circles?
anything. I think it's just gonna keep. What if I come back here again? Oh, it does just lead me back into the endless loop.
I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah. Takes me back to the endless loop. If I go somewhere I'm not supposed to go.
No power. Can't use the switch. The wall just disappeared. The light did that?
Huh. Okay, so that's how we're playing the light switching mechanic without me having I don't have the lamp. There's no way for me to have the lamp. No way for me to get the lamp. Wonder how Alan's doing.
Closer. Destroy. The only way.
It's a loop, like the others. I need to reach the center.
Oh, that's cool.
Cynthia. She's here. A dead end. Oh, back here again. I keep ending up back here. Why?
Oh, interesting. The whole, like, the storage locker and everything are gone. These can only end in tears. So I'm here with the bolt cutters.
Forecast promised rain!
writing a story.
Back again. Gotta go deeper.
The water is getting higher.
This will put us back on this fight again.
Tor!
Where are you? Can you hear me? It's so dark. Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. The hag tricked me.
Tor, I'm here! I'm coming!
Dark water.
You took Tor. I'm here to take him back. I need to get the lights on to reach him.
Saga. It's so damn dark down here. I'm underwater. She's trapped me at the bottom. I don't think I'm gonna make it. She got me good. In the dark. This is it for me.
She's coming.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's so dark.
Get it coming. Too many hands. This will put us back on this fight.
Amnesia water monster.
We're too old to stop it. The nightmares were starting to come.
I can't stay in the water.
I'm aware. I got that part figured.
There must be a way to get the power back on.
Am I trying to get there?
So up or down? Dark water pressed itself into her. Sinking into darkness.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Where are you?
Come here, man. I am here. Oh dear, oh dear.
Shut out of her own peace.
I can't see a way out.
Her daughter was taken.
What about my daughter?
The shadows to come alive. Weaver smiled. Saga gets slid into a nightmare. I deserve this. Just leave me here. What was gone?
I gotta get out of the water.
She was underwater. Even as a young girl in love. Casey was gone. Saga was trapped in a horror story. The brothers were too old to stop it. Too many hands.
I'm not leaving you here, Tor. Hold on!
Black liquid clogged his mind. Your daughter was dead. Joe! Where are you? Dark shape pushed her down. Saga gets slid into a nightmare. I deserve this. Just leave me here. This will put a smile back on your face, my dear. It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Ah, I see. Okay, I think I'm supposed to...
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Time was running out.
Get up. You can do it. Okay. That hits really hard.
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing.
I really could use some flares.
I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Switch to the shotgun. Oh, excuse me.
Way down, Lion. This will put a smile.
You again. The FBI. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker. We can finish this.
Without the clicker. You can help. We must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you. But I have to understand. Did you write Logan into the story?
In danger. I need to get back. I'm writing a story. It's the only way.
Then change the story. If this is the past, if this is you still in the dark place, then you can do that, right? You cannot write her in. She's my daughter, goddammit! Logan is in the story. I can get him to change it. I have the clicker. I'll make him change it now. He had no right to do this to Logan. To my family. Tor!
Oh, fucking hell.
Are you okay?
Hey.
Hey, it took you sweet time to come save your grandpa,
Nice attitude. A family trait?
You're right. Sorry.
He's doing his best.
Thanks for helping out an old bastard like me.
That's my job. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Of course you do, sweetie pie. And I got answers.
I like that dude just sounds like that. Oh, end of chapter.
Look in the mirror, the cobweb of my soul, on my face forever, seeking to be whole, driven by passion, raging like a storm, with thunder and lightning, and the hubris I was born, blood-hot and vain, I risk to take it all, blind to your pain, your wounds, my downfall. You can't relight my fire when our shame becomes a pale horse. The stories harbor and liar, but you're the sea that can break the curse. For in the twilight of my years, I am nothing but anger's remorse. I am nothing but anger's remorse. I am nothing but anger's remorse. You are my light, the spark inside my soul, of venom and spite, tears would forever flow. And I did you wrong, and I never said it right. And you played along, the gray for black and white, waves of despair, an ocean of desolation, fighting for air, my swan song be done. You can't relight my fire when our shame becomes a pale horse. The stories harbor and liar, but you're the sea that can break the curse. For in the twilight of my years, I am nothing but anger's remorse. I am nothing but anger's remorse.
I know I usually skip these, but this is that song that we were listening to when we went into the overlap, and I wanted to hear it. Consistently about. But it might just be like the elder emo in me that's like, oh yeah, all these old God's Bad Guard songs are about. They aren't like quite the hard rock you would assume. From looking at these guys.
Dive through the dark to find a light on the other side. You will find in there the peace you're missing.
So you ran off my dad. You ran off Saga's dad. Is that the whole... Okay, sounds like that's the end of it. But that's interesting. Definitely.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
But...
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot? I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp. Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't
Does it
stop
mean
the horror
Wake, though,
story
is the
without him.
thing. Yeah, I have a lot of questions of does that mean Wake, or does it... Are they actually talking about Tom?
If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family, way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin aren't part of my family. Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe. You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side.
Well, like, yeah, they probably do.
Did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense.
She
raised you right.
All the common sense in the
Kept you
damn
safe.
family.
I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end.
Right. Alright. And now we have a bunch of Old Gods of Asgard songs. And this is the one that's supposed to be from Control. This is the one you listen to in the ashtray maze that gets the maze to let you through. Because Ati said you could be through.
Overlaps require pieces of art to enter. Is that because of the Dark Place's focus on art?
That is interesting.
Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending. And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Okay, we've got a couple of for laters there.
The way Tor behaved? I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did. But he is genuinely sorry. Tor is here, in the overlap. Gotta find him and get the fuck out. Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice.
What did I need? I wanted 15 to fix that. I think that's everything.
Thanks for telling me this, Tor. I need to go find Wake. To stop this.
The old gods of Asgard will be ready to help. Me and my bro will bring the rock when you need it. Remember, your daughter is alive. Just kept from you by this bullshit horror story.
I needed to hear that. Thanks, Grandpa.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. I'll drag my sorry ass over to Odin. A few shots of the Andersons' finest will fix us both up. See you soon, Saga.
The FBC is holding Wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have Wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this. Casey. Do you read me, Casey? Damn it. Where are you, Casey? He better be okay. Focus, Saga. Get to the station. To Wake.
Hello? Why is there a propane tank on the ground? Poor place, all busted up. Oh good, get everybody back inside. Oof, it's been more than an hour since my last save. Yikes. Actually, what do I have in the shoebox? I have one battery, which I guess I will take. I really want some torches. Or not torches, what are they? Flares? flares. Well, hand flares. I gotta keep some space for a couple of those, cause
Gale Barrows stared at his chest x-ray. It was in his left lung. It felt like a black hole, an opening to darkness. He felt like he was drowning. He coughed and coughed and coughed. So hard his whole body and soul felt twisted and mangled, upside down and inside out. With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. It felt good. It tore him up, but it felt good. Gale was dying. The black hole was sucking everything good out of him. He imagined looking through it, into the darkness. The black hole grinned. Gale couldn't escape its gravity. He worshipped it. Gale sacrificed to it. In blood.
uh-huh. Well, that's pleasant. Oh dear. I know one of the rooms in here had like flares in a drawer. But I'm not super duper optimistic that I will accidentally stumble on them again, so it won't let me just like walk out. Should I go upstairs and check on Odin? Optional, investigate the previously flooded area. That's right.
Put some clothes on. What did they tell Swift? No one wants to see your meat basket.
Not until I've got more sauna.
I love them so much. No one wants to see your meat basket. It's a good one. Is it this floor? And Tor and Odin. Hello. tea. I wonder where he is. Such a cool old bathtub, holy shit. Oh, there's a hand flare. Ammunition for that. That's ammunition for the rifle, which I don't need because I don't have the rifle. I need at least one of those.
I can't force it open.
Why not? It's fucking chicken wire and 2x4s. Are you incapable or unwilling?
It's not opening. I can't get through this.
When Cynthia Weaver was downstairs at breakfast, Rose snuck into her room. With all the lamps in the room, it took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
Oof.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
Interesting. Oh, that's gorgeous. Beautiful shot. Oh. The way my camera would be out so fast. I use my phone, but like the way I would have the camera open so fast to take a shot like that. Those are Danishes? Oh, Pat.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla nursing home. Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats.
But
she knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ahti was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker, the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
God, that's beautiful. This game is so pretty. Like, for what it is, it's so... Like, they didn't have to... They ain't had to go all out like this. Yeet.
The 81st annual Deer Fest was just around the corner. Everyone in Bright Falls was bustling. There were banners to be hung, pies baked, deer masks sold. Bright Falls had made the top 100 American small town list for its modest rustic charm. The town expected a lot of tourists this year, but a shadow hung over the Deer Fest preparations. The forecast promised rain. Fearful whispers promised more murders. The police were on high alert. Sheriff Breaker had deputies patrolling the streets at night.
The video is a real behind.
Was no stranger to odd happenings. But to cancel Deerfest? Out of the question. The townsfolk were anxious, their anticipation mixed with fear. People had restless dreams. The lights seemed dimmer. Floodwater pressed in on the town. And the shadows poured in with it.
Yeah, for some reason the subtitles were not going with that one the way that they should have. Okay, so we played. I don't really have any need for 308 ammo. I don't have the rifle. Time to switch over to Alan. Oh, excuse me. Not Ozzy and the janitors. I don't know where I am. Do I not have a flashlight right now? No, I have a flashlight. It just won't let me. Hello.
I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. You would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wig.
Whatever you say. Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
It's wet in here. Ati! Ati, we need a mop. Is it Darling? Is that who we're supposed to believe is who Door cares about? Or is the Darling thing just a like, oh, you played Control so you recognize Darling's name? Would be an interesting... hello? Hi, LT.
Wake.
If you come in last, you... Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta on watch at the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Hearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisi.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yötön Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas? Bottom to this rumor.
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos your artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
I love Adi so much, man. Alright, just...
I'm looking forward to seeing Yötön Yö in the cinema. But first, I work. And the work won't end even when you do it. Scene. One potato at a time.
Not one potato at a time.
The gravy will eat the pea soup.
I love Ati. Men is out here acting crazy on purpose. Alright, just a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Hello, Ati. Hello, Ati. I have to go down to the basement? Is that what he said?
I couldn't force it open.
Well, why not?
The door was locked.
Wake.
Where am I supposed to be going? That looks like I should be interacting with it, but okay.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Oh dear, oh dear. No, I'm stuck.
Wake.
That was my final charge on the Lord, I do not know where I'm going. That seems wrong, but okay. Oh, I just pulled myself off into the... Yeah, back out into... But I'm gonna have to save here and call my stream for today. So for right now, I'm having fun and I hope you're having fun. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next one.